Lower your pitchforks, lower your torches. The title is clickbait. But anyway, before I start this video, I want to apologize for my disappearance again. I visited my friend and we spent the holidays together, had a great time, and hopefully this won't be my last time visiting her. Now, because I am back, it's video time. Now, although my main focus is going to be big creators, the thing that mainly inspired me was the interactions that I personally had. Like, you can literally just see the comment section of my Claude Faustus video to see what I mean. And please believe me when I tell you that these are not even my worst interactions from those kinds of people, but that's beside the point. It has at the very least reached the point where I get a visceral reaction just seeing someone being critical towards me, because most of the people who engaged with me in that way have been doing so in bad faith. I just realized upon editing that what I said here can be twisted into me saying that I can't handle criticism. So I'm just going to rip the band-aid and say that I don't say that. I am just saying that it is just hard to distinguish people who engage in good faith versus those who don't. The only critical comment on the Claude Faustus video that I can think of is in good faith is the person here who just asked me to make a video just to properly address my stance on Sebastian and provide some context as to how or why. But I'm going to get into that when I get there. Now, the reason I've decided to focus on big creators though is because I do genuinely believe that these big creators are playing a major role in what I will be talking about. And trust me, when I say big creators, I don't mean just people bigger than me with like 1,000 subscribers or something. No, I'm talking people who have literally dedicated Wikipedia pages to them. Well, not everyone I'll be covering is on that level. As I said, this is a problem in the fandom in its entirety after all, but these people specifically will be the main focus. And before you come to me like,
Well, you're just a jealous hater.
I actually like some of the creators that I will be talking about. CDogVA, for example, is literally one of my favorites, and I love what he and Iron Mouse are doing to help the Iron Deficiency Foundation, and I just love his overall videos. They are really funny. It's just that some of his anime opinions are absolute dog shit. Particularly his Black Butler opinions. Oh well, at least CDogVA didn't use AI art for his thumbnail, unlike someone else. Though I'm going to be fair and say that maybe his opinions have changed. It's been 5 years after all. If not, well, at least I hope he is adult enough now to not imply that Sebastian shippers are insane pedophiles.
I tweeted out the other day for another project I was working on, asking you for your favorite yaoi ships. And there was a lot of just terrible ships that popped up. And I was inspired to make this video and insult those. And somebody replied saying Sebastian and Cial. Now, if you're a sane and normal human being, you won't like what that kind of relationship is because you don't like So you would reply with an image like this, which is what inspired me to make this video, as this was such a shitty take.
I really do. I will be disappointed if he still does that. Then again, he made a video with Michael Tatum at some point, and Michael Tatum does not have the best Black Butler opinions either.
That is one ship that sincerely needs to sink and burn. Not necessarily in that order. I mean, for one thing, it's incredibly toxic, exploitative, gross, and most homophobia.
Huh?
And even if it weren't wrong, which it is, think about it. What exactly is Sebastian getting out of that arrangement? I mean, if you identify with CL, more power to you. I think we can all agree.
He's a fascinating character, worthy of our admiration and respect.
But put yourself in Sebastian's shoes. Even if CL was a consenting adult, which he's not. Imagine dating someone like that. Some of you may not have to. I mean, when you get right down to it, he's basically a bitchy trust fund brat who can't even tie his own shoes. There, I said it with love. Now Sebastian and Graham.
So I guess I shouldn't be that surprised either. And yeah, there's going to be a segue for me to talk about Michael Tatum. Because I don't think it would be right for me to not address the role he has been playing and the problems I have with this fandom. This is also exceptionally fucked up when you consider that he essentially did service the very fans that he's now dunking on. But he was also providing them with bangers like this.
My lord, would you possibly consider, if it were convenient, marrying me?
Will you still be my butler?
One hell of a butler, naturally.
And of course.
Like, don't get me wrong, you don't have to like Sebastian. You can hate it. I'm not going to stop you. That's your opinion, and I can respect that even if I disagree with it. All I'm asking is for you guys to show the same amount of respect to people who have an opinion that opposes yours, whether you like it or not. If you have a big platform, people, especially people who like you, are holding your opinion on a pedestal. This is especially true when you have a Wikipedia page of your own, and this is certainly true when you are literally a voice actor of one of the characters that's being shipped. Though I must say, upon researching this video, at least I found out now why people use Sebastian looks like Ciel's father as an argument against Sebastiel's. They got it from Michael Tatum, of course. So, let me just dispel this argument, considering that I brought it up anyway. The reason why Sebastian looked like Vincent early in the manga is not because of confirmation for your Dead Bastion headcanons. It's because Yana Toboso had a same face syndrome, and she drew every hot twink like she drew Sebastian. And even then, it won't be valid evidence against the ship because she literally drew twincest around the same time as she started making Black Butler. And I don't even think she cares about the weird, basically incest ships, considering that Ciel Lizzie is literally incest. Oh yeah, and for those who are going to cry about incest and pedophilia, I am going to get into the hypocrisy of this by the end, but I'm just going to address the elephant in the room right away because upon editing, I realized I haven't done that in the video, so here you go. Two simple words. It's fiction. But I digress. Personally, I don't care how you choose to interpret Sebastian and Ciel's relationship. Hell, actually, I don't even care if you interpret it as a father and son like thing. In fact, I actually like seeing different interpretations, and seeing the art is nice. It's just nice seeing the way people interpret characters differently than I do. Just don't act like you're morally superior just because you interpret the relationships of these anime characters in different ways from I do, okay? That being said, if your father behaves in any way like Sebastian does, your father is terrible. Like, unless you painfully mischaracterize Sebastian in order to make it work, Sebastian should not be looked at as a father figure. Like, I'm sorry, maybe he's not blatantly creaming his pants over Sia like Claude Faustus does, but that doesn't make him any better. Claude Faustus just so happens to say the quiet part out loud. But yeah, this is also exactly why I have more respect for the Claudette people than the Dad Bastions, because at least the Claudettes admit to painfully mischaracterizing Claude. Anyway, before I'm going to drag out this tangent any way further than I should, I'm going to go back on topic and say that at the end of the day, the voice actor's opinion should not matter, let alone the opinion of an English voice actor when English is not even the original language. But if we are going to go by the logic that we are going to listen to the English voice actors, I should also point out that Ciel's voice actress, Rina Palencia, said that she does think that there's something romantic going on between the two.
I think there was definitely love there, and though some people might disagree with me, I do think that it was a romantic kind of love, in my opinion.
Does this mean that Sebastian is canon after all? Or are y'all just going to listen to Michael Tatum because that's what you agree with? And what he says serves as evidence that Sebastian is not at the very least implied. The point that I am trying to make, however, is that this is just the opinions of the voice actors. They don't hold any water, let alone as much water as you guys make it out to be. They're just opinions from people who just so happen to voice the characters. Y'all really need to stop putting voice actors on some weird pedestal because their opinion really is not going to have any impact on the work. You know whose opinion does, however? The authors. And the only one who knows Yana Toboso's opinion is Toboso herself, and she's not obligated to express them if she doesn't want to, although I would like to hear it from the horse's mouth. But until she does reveal it, um, all we can do is speculate. And personally, from what I have seen, I've seen more evidence that would point to her being in favor of Sebastian than there is evidence of her being against it. The closest thing to her being against Sebastian is this tweet about a live action movie, about how she did not want any romance between Sebastian and Shiori. But it could very well be her not wanting Sebastian to be a straight ship. But again, that's just speculation on my part. All I'm going to say, however, is that it's not like Yana is even subtle when it comes to the sexualization of CL Phantom Hive. She did not have a reason to make the corset scene look like CL was being fucked by Sebastian. She did not have a reason to make CL's PTSD attack look like he was being fucked by Sebastian. And she did not have a reason to make the cauldron scene look like they're fucking. She did not have a reason to make CL about to be eaten by Sebastian look like they're fucking. She. Okay, you get the point. Of course, you can find these scenes disgusting or whatever. Although I must say I'm surprised you are even reading Black Butler at this point. But don't go acting surprised that the series with scenes where the Shota is sexualized in fact has the fandom where the Shota is being sexualized. If that legitimately repulses you or upsets you, maybe you should not even read or watch Black Butler, like it's not for you, and that's okay. You don't have to like it. Just don't watch it. So yeah, your repulsion does not make you morally superior. And I think that is the right moment for me to end the video. Believe it or not, I actually had to rewrite the script multiple times in order to not come off as too petty or salty. Like, trust me, if it weren't for my restraint, this video could have very well turned into me roasting the shit out of Michael Tatum. Obligatory disclaimer that I have nothing against Michael Tatum as a person. He could be a nice guy for all I know. I don't know him, so yeah. I just think that he really needs to be more responsible with what he says online because, as I have reiterated in this video, weird people will put his opinion on a pedestal and use it as a green light to attack Sebastian shippers. But fortunately, I was able to rant about him to my friend that I was visiting, and I would be lying if I said that didn't influence my script even a little. If you did make it this far, however, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I am going to be able to post more videos this year. I've also applied to some more anime conventions to sell at artist alleys this year. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on that whenever applicable. I also want to remind you guys that the 40% discount is still ongoing. You can use the link in the description or promo code YAOI for New Year at checkout for any of my products.